who can do this kind of work. It's intricate work, it's hard work, but it's necessary work to keep the foundations and the walls standing. And that is the case. Oh, there goes the microphone. Normally I'd say I never met a mic I didn't like, but that's favorite. Is that yours?
No, it's not. I'm just helping someone else.
Okay, that's nice of you.
I am.
You guys all get along and collaborate nicely, eh? Thank you. That's the kind of intricate, hard work that we have to do as parliamentarians to protect our economy, and that takes a plan. A plan to reverse the Liberal housing crisis, a plan to reverse the Liberal inflation crisis, a plan to reverse the Liberal jobs and economic growth crisis, a plan to stand up against American tariffs. And that plan always comes in the form of a budget. A budget determines and informs Canadians of the size of the debt and the deficit, of the future interest rate and inflation costs, of the tax policies that determine whether companies hire or fire employees, of the laws that allow us to or block us from building major infrastructure projects that will create jobs and make us more independent from the Americans who are threatening us with tariffs. Now, Mr. Carney said during the election campaign that he had a plan, and he took great delight in saying that a slogan is not a plan. Well, a budget is a plan, and if he does indeed have a plan, if he does know what he's doing, then he would introduce a budget so that Canadians know exactly what the finances are. We were very disappointed yesterday to hear that he has no budget plan for this year. This makes it the longest period without a budget since the 60s, the first time there has not been a budget outside of COVID in over 20 years. Extremely unusual. It'll send a bad signal to investors and ratings agencies, and a lot of people will wonder what the Liberal government is hiding about our finances. And so we're here with solutions. I'm proposing offering the Prime Minister to sit down with him and propose conservative solutions that we hope that he will steal. I want him to steal our best ideas. That includes cutting the bureaucracy, consultants, foreign aid, and other wasteful spending to bring down deficits, inflation, and taxes. We want a real income tax cut that rewards hard work, axes the federal sales tax on new homes to promote more building and lower costs, and stand up against American tariffs with lower taxes on Canadian investment and by repealing all of the anti-energy policies like C-69, C-48, the energy cap, the electric vehicle mandate, and unleashing our resources so that we can become the richest country in the world. Now, these are ideas that Conservatives are putting forward, but I'm happy to bring them right to the Prime Minister's desk and invite him to steal them and put them right in his platform. And if he does, then we will help get those passed before Canada Day. So let's work together, let's have a real plan, a real budget, and let's bring it home.
Be excellent to each other.
Yes, sir.
Helen, CBC Radio.
Yes.
If the Liberals do not put forward a budget, they don't indicate that they're going to do that in the coming weeks, will you support their tax cut?
I have to see what they're proposing. They, so far in the election campaign, they proposed a very small, very, very small savings. We think it should be a big savings. Canadians are vastly overtaxed after the last decade of Liberals. Right now, Canadians spend more on income tax, sales tax, and other taxes than they do on food, clothing, and shelter combined.
No. Wait.
So in our view, any tax cut is a good tax cut. But we always have to remember that there's a difference between what Liberals say and what Liberals do. So let's see what they do, and then I'll tell you what we'll do.
Right now the plan is to have a 1% reduction of the lowest marginal tax rate, not too different from what the Conservatives were proposing on the election campaign.
Well,
if that is what is proposed and is what goes on paper in the Ways and Means motion, would the Conservatives support that, yes or no?
I never answer questions that start with if. We'll see what they do. But we support tax cuts. We are the party of tax cuts. And I've been talking about income tax cuts for years now. Our proposal was a 15% income tax cut for the average worker and senior that would save a couple up to $2,000. And we think that is the right way to go. But we'll always work with other parties to cut taxes for Canadians because we believe that a dollar left in the hands of the person who earned it, including all of you, is better than a dollar in the hands of the politician or bureaucrat who taxed it.
Yeah, I know that, dude.
Mr. Poilievre, is Stephen Guilbeault a threat to national unity in his current role as Minister of National Identity and Quebec Lieutenant?
Yes, he is. Absolutely. I mean, I just find it astonishing that Mr. Carney would appoint a man who says we don't need any pipelines built. The Liberals went around the country pretending they had changed their minds about pipelines after 10 years of blocking them. But now one of Mr. Carney's top ministers comes out and says we don't need any more pipelines, and that he would work to block those pipelines. He wants to block road construction. He's against nuclear power. He's against all forms of economic development. And that will be bad for the entire country, to be clear, but especially antagonistic to the resource-producing provinces like Saskatchewan and Alberta, who rightly feel that they have been mistreated by this lost Liberal decade. So what we see, we have Mr. Guilbeault, who wants to block resource development. We have Sean Fraser, who created the immigration crisis and then the housing crisis. A new housing minister yesterday who says he doesn't want housing costs to go down. Presumably he wants them to go up, like they did when he nearly tripled them as mayor of Vancouver. So what we're seeing is that in the last 48 hours of this Liberal government is looking a lot like the last 10 years of the Liberal government.
You son of a bitch.
We need is a real change, a change so that we can bring home the country that we knew and loved, so that anyone who works hard gets a powerful paycheck, they can live in a nice, affordable home on a safe street, and we as Conservatives will work with anyone to bring home that Canada. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.